my audio sources. There, audio sources are back up. The stream is up. Alright. Yay, sunset. Alright, King Coop. You need to apologize to Kaizek. Don't send unsolicited porn to my mods. He blocked you because of that. Oh wait. Does that continue? What was that continue? That wasn't continue. That wasn't continue. I just said what you did. Said you sent porn to my mods. Unsolicited porn to my mods. Like, I should have banned you for that. I didn't. Last stream, you sent him Terraria porn. Alright. Alright. Adine! No, it wasn't during the Terraria stream. It was during the Angels with Scaly Wings stream that he sent it. Because Terraria was brought up, and then Terraria Rule 30... And then there's a whole rabbit hole. Yeah, you better apologize. And don't send my mods porn again. I'm saying that for the third time. Or for, I don't know. Alright. Alright. My throat's been really dry. It's been dry and allergenic very recently because it's spring. Just a minute! I hope I didn't forget anything. You said something about going to the beach? Yep. You know, I'm glad they decided not to send you away after all. Me too. Oh, guess who got her entry confirmation for the stunt flying competition? Yeah, I didn't... Neither of us wanted to see Cthulhu's tits. Alright, there we go. Remy did. What? What are you talking about? I'm joking. Oh, not particularly good one. Anyways, it's me. I got it. Right here. In black and white. Yeah, you better be sorry. We are happy to confirm your entry into the annual stunt flying competition. Please have your competitor number ready and show up at the organizer's booth at the summer festival by... Well, who cares about the rest? I'm in! That's great! Yeah, but the festival's pretty soon, so I have to make the most of I have to make most of the time have to make the most of the time until then to get my skills up to par. Jeez, I get in a place where I expect the sentence to go somewhere else, and then it doesn't, and I have to figure out where it's going. I thought you already had years of experience. No chat on screen? Are you kidding me? Why? There we go. There's chat on screen. I fixed it. Power blinking off messed with a lot of things, and it's making me mad. Alright, years of experience. Yeah, but now I have to practice the best routine I could possibly come up with, not to mention making sure I can execute it flawlessly when the time comes. Practicing in general is very different than practicing for an event like this one. I see. Are you ready to see some stunt flying? Sure. Let's go then! I'm so mad at the power. So, this is where you usually practice? I practice just about anywhere, but today's nice for a beach visit. Water and sand are also good surfaces to practice complicated maneuvers on, in case you can't make a landing. That makes sense. Well, don't let me hold you up. Oh, I can't just start practicing now. I'm still giddy with excitement from getting the letter earlier. Besides, I wanted to hang out with you while we're here as well. Sounds good to me. Do you visit the beach often? Hey, so do you come here often? Not really, except for practice. That is, it does make for a nice backdrop while I fly, though. I see. Do you ever go to the beach? Not particularly. It's not something that was possible for me the last couple of years, but it certainly used to be something that other people would do. I see. Sunning yourself can be nice sometimes, but I'm really not a fan of going swimming. Yes, King Coop? You're very tired? Coffee? I don't know, maybe drink a Coca-Cola for just a little bit of extra caffeine. Not too much, but just a little bit. Well, I said stuff in general. You might have missed that. So, what happened is my power blinked off and then back on again. And turns out that Golden Melon doesn't want to stream tonight anymore. So, and that's something we're supposed to race on. So I figured we'd come over here and do this instead. It was almost Terraria, actually, but then it wasn't. But yeah, Angels of Scaly Wings. Whoa, King Coop's being responsible and going to bed? What is this? Alright, good night, King Coop. Like what? You've already mentioned sunning. Do you ever tan? What's that? I guess it's a no, then. To be fair, you are completely covered in scales, so I imagine you wouldn't be affected. Tanning is a reaction of the skin when it's exposed to the sunlight. If humans stay in the sun for a while, our skin can get darker. How strange. And if we're exposed for too long, we can even get what's called a sunburn. And what's that? Well, the skin can take a reddish tint, and it can also be very painful and cause dizziness, according to myself, apparently. So, you have to be careful not to stay in the sun for too long? Pretty much, though that isn't necessarily true for all of us. Depending on the skin tone, people can be more or less affected by the radiation. That and sunscreen? Sunscreen. Simple solution. See, that sounds kind of complicated. Does that mean we shouldn't stay here for too long? It won't affect me much. I see, just let me know if you do need anything. Sure, will do. You said you didn't like swimming at all. Why is that? Well, as you can imagine, I prefer the air to the sea, even though we flyers have quite a relationship with the water. Or did I read that right? Even though... Okay, yeah, I read that right. What kind of relationship are we talking about? We use it to hunt. I see. So you go fishing but can't swim that well. Pretty much, we can do enough to safely hunt and paddle on the surface, but that's about it. If we actually want to go swimming, it's recommended to wear a life vest. Is it that bad? Our wings are made for flying, not for swimming, I'll say that. The movements and musculature are rather different. With some training, we can learn to swim better, but it still wouldn't be really effective. I see. And besides, who would want to learn to swim if we already have the air to ourselves? Flying is just your thing, I guess. Pretty much. You made it sound as if the beaches are a pretty important thing for humans. I'd say important, rather it's a unique way for people to spend time. It's often done as a leisure activity or a way to spend holiday vacations. That sounds pretty important to me. What else do you do at the beach? Let me think. Got an idea and started looking into something in the sand on the ground with a bit of digging. Found a flat, smooth stone and showed it to her. Do you have any idea what I'm going to do with this? Not really. What are you going to do with that? Let me show you something. I went to the edge of the water, followed closely by a dine. Now watch this! I extended my arm with the best technique I could muster before I threw the stone towards the water. Spinning in the air, the stone bounced on the water's surface a few times before it sunk into the sea. What was that? Stone skipping, never heard of it? No? How'd you do that? I can show you. I looked around for another suitable stone and found one near the edge of the water. Let's start with this. Let's start with the stone. Ideally, we want one that has a big surface area, but is as flat as possible. Got it. Now, this one is already smooth, which helps too. Okay, so we need smooth, flat stones. Now, the technique is also pretty important. I'm not sure how this will translate to your anatomy, but I'll just show you how I do it, and then we can figure out what you can do. Okay. Hold the stone like this, extend your arm, and curl it like this. Then, when you have to throw it in such a way that it stays relatively stable in the air, but spins as fast as you can make it. I do it like this. I threw the stone once again, showing her how it subsequently bounced a few times over the water surfaces before it sunk into the sea. I'm not sure if I can do that, actually. Well, we'll see. Maybe we can figure something out. Let's look for a stone first. Okay. We both started looking for another appropriate stone. I saw Dine scratching around the sand with one of her feet. She crouched down to pick something up before she returned to me. Here, what about this one? That should work. See, you've already got that part down. Guess so. Okay, now for the technique. She's holding the stone in the claws at the edge of her wings. I tried to guide her by pulling her wing back like I would an arm, but it became clear to me that she lacked a lot of maneuverability that an arm would have. For the throw, you'll want to move your wing forward as fast as you can, and at the very edge of the extension, let go of the stone. I'll try. I could see her moving her wing awkwardly. She pushed it forward before releasing the stone, which sunk without bouncing a single time. That didn't work. Yeah, there wasn't really enough spin on it. Let me try again. All right. I waited a few steps into the water to retrieve the stone she'd just thrown. Here you go. I'll try something different this time. Feel free. Instead of using her wings, she took the stone in the dexterous claw on one of her feet, as she continues to stand on the other leg. Effortlessly, she pulled her leg back before rapidly moving it forward and releasing the stone. It flew in a bit of an upward arch before it bounced off the water's surface once and subsequently sunk into the ocean waters. Nice! Not bad, huh? I had no idea you could do that with your leg. Actually, our legs are what we mainly use to grab things. It only gets complicated if I'm supposed to be moving at the same time, like when I'm waiting in the cafe. Interesting. I suppose for someone who's hunting while flying, that's pretty much a requirement. It is. Actually, if I'm at home and eating chips or something, I usually use my feet as well. I don't know. I personally think that feet are really gross because they're on the ground all day. Lots of gross stuff on the ground. You know how that works. It's just ugh. I don't like the idea of my feet touching food and then eating that food. Hello, tired lizard. Welcome to Angels with Scaly Wings. It's not Terraria. Welcome aboard. I'm not gonna tell her that's gross. I'm gonna tell her that's kind of funny. Probably isn't even half as funny as you're picturing it. That was a neat trick. So what else can you do at the beach? I don't know, build sandcastles? I haven't done that in like 2 decades. I tried to imagine what a Dine building a sandcastle would look like. Based on what I knew now, she probably wouldn't be using her wings. Would you believe me if I told you we used to have contests for building sandcastles back at home? Really? Yeah, people would build huge detailed sculptures that would be taller than both of us. Just with sand. Oh wow, that sounds hard though. Oh, it is. To me it seems a bit... Well, to me it seems a bit of a shame to build big and elaborate sculptures out of something like sand that clearly won't last. I mean, if you're going to spend so much time on it, why not create something that will stay? That's the point of those contests. Oh, really? Yeah, people demonstrate their skill in creating sculptures, and by using something like sand, they can prove it doesn't matter if the sculpture gets destroyed in the end, because they can just do it again if they like. I see, that's pretty interesting. Actually, it's not unlike your stunt flying competition. How so? Well, during your competition, nothing lasting is created from the performance itself. It's all about the experience and the memories. You have to prove that you're skilled enough to do the stunts right at the very moment just for the competition. This analogy hurt because it was your second playthrough. Oh, this is foreshadowing. Or is it foreshadowing? Does she die while flying if I don't do something? Why did... That's a good point. Now I'm going back and nothing lasting is created. Okay. Oh, the whole restart thing. Oh! I didn't think of it that way. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. So it's kind of like the game that we're playing each time. It's you play through it and nothing lasting is really created. But it's the memories that matters. The really sad memories that make you cry. I'm in the mood for a snack. Should I get something for you as well? Yes, please. Alright. You can watch me if you like. Maybe you can learn a thing or two from it. Oh, should I guess I should do the neutral ending at some point, shouldn't I? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I should probably do that. You want to teach me how to fish? Sure, since you taught me the... What was it called again? Stone skipping. Right, since you taught me the stone skipping, I can show you how to fish. Okay. We actually have two very different ways of doing it. There is hunting and angling. Personally, I prefer hunting, though. I can see why. Let me demonstrate. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do all the good ones. I'm not sure. Yeah. I did Bryce's bad ending. It made me really, really sad. I don't want to do another bad ending. But then when I got my first good ending, that one was also really sad. So, I guess I gotta choose my battles. Alright, she took a few steps back and then started running towards the edge of the sea. Rapidly flapping her wings, she jumped into the air at the last second, taking off and flying around the area. I could see her staring at the sea intently, circling a few times before descending towards the water's surface, claws extended. When she got close enough, her claws suddenly sank into the water, only to reappear with a fish in their grasp. The bad ending. There's the bad ending? I didn't want to do his bad ending, though. I didn't know it was a requirement. Afterwards, she returned and landed near me. Did you see that? Yeah, but I think my distinct lack of wings would probably prevent me from doing the same thing. You don't have to exactly do the same thing. In the end, I'm just grabbing them right out of the sea. You could do that. Oh. Okay. The really bad ending, huh? I didn't think of doing that. Oh, jeez. I mean, I could definitely try that, but I'm not sure how badly I want to do that. I'm not sure about that. I bet it'd be a lot easier with your claws. Fish can be pretty slippery. I guess you have a point. Really? And it's bad ending for you. True. True. I guess I... Huh. I don't know, That's a lot of endings. Maybe I'll get through them all eventually. Angling. Well, let's see. Well, there's still the other method. Angling. Yep, angling. See my tail? She showed me her tail. At its end, there was a fork in it, with a distinct shape, size, and color. It reminded me a lot of a banana. What about it? This is the bait. She sat down near the edge of the water, letting her tail hang down into it. This can take a while sometimes, but there are techniques which can speed up the process. The right amount of movement attracts different kind of fish. That way, we can even choose what we're going to get. And that works? Yeah, not all the time, but often enough. Interesting. There are even groups that exchange tips and such for angling this way. Suddenly I saw her whip her tail upwards, which caused a fish to be launched towards the beach, where it landed on the ground with an audible thud. There you go. That didn't take too long. It could be very hit and miss. I just got lucky this time, and it's not even the kind of fish I really wanted. I guess that's why you prefer hunting. Yep, and you also don't get the nibble scars on your tail where the fish bite you. I see. Though, I suppose angling is going to be hard for you without a forked tail like we have. Actually, we have fishing rods for that where I come from. What's that? The principle is very similar. Basically, it's a long stick that we hold over the water. A line connected to it that has bait, and a hook at the end to catch the fish. When the fish bites the hook, we can reel in the line and get the fish. So, you are using a tool to do a very similar thing. Basically, yes. Sometimes we also use fishing nets. Oh, some of us do that as well. Not my kind, but usually it's those who either work for a fishing company or sell seafood on the market. I imagine someone like you doesn't have to buy their fish on the market, though. True, but sometimes it's easier to just get them there than... Get them there to get what I want to. Jeez. Instead of coming all the way out here. I see. Speaking of which, let me get a few more for later. Yeah, feel free. Once more, Adine took to the sky to hunt for fish. While it was interesting to watch her for a bit, she kept hunting for a while, and I started passing the time by collecting some seashells. Phew, that should last me for a while. Oh, what are those? Seashells? They're for you. For me? What for? Well, you could decorate your apartment with them or something. I see. Maybe I should ask you to clarify this, but does this have any particular significance for humans? Not really, it's just a gift. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Dr. Spaceman. All that hunting was a good warm-up. I feel about ready to start with the practice now. Go ahead, I'll watch from here. Actually, now that'll be a part of an official competition, I need a fancy stage name. Do you have something in mind? Not really. Have you got any ideas? Huh. Custom name. Custom name. Oh boy, oh boy. Let me think. How about... Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? P... Oh, dang it. That doesn't go long enough. Pee poo. Pee. Dang it, that's not long enough to be pee poo poo. Damn it. Damn it, they're I'll do it with U's. Poo. Pee poo poo. That's her name now. And she doesn't even know what it means because she's a computer character. Pee pee poo poo, are you sure? Absolutely yes. That sounds all right. And here comes the great pee pee poo poo flying through the sky. I'm funny. Do you mind if I go with that? Not at all. Pee pee poo poo it is then. Alright, are you ready to see some aerobatics? I certainly hope so. I'll start out with a few easy moves. The stage is yours, pee pee poo poo. I'm an adult. Thanks. Effortlessly, she took to the skies, circling around the area a few times before she started to do a few maneuvers. Look, it's the great pee-pee poo-poo, and she's flying! A roll followed by a loop, after which she did another roll, which seemed to be less of a practice routine and more of a warm-up to me. Gradually, her maneuvers got more complicated. I saw circles that got smaller and smaller, a brief nosedive, and multiple loops and rolls one after another. Then, she landed and returned to me. What did you think? That was great! You haven't even seen the best part yet. What would that be? My very own Adine special, or rather, the pee-pee poo-poo special. It's a routine I came up with. I need to compose myself a little bit. It's a routine I came up with, and have been practicing for a while. It's pretty difficult, so I'll probably spend the rest of my time until the competition perfecting it as much as possible. What does it look like? It starts off with circles near the ground, then as I ascend, the circles get smaller and smaller. Once I reach the highest point, I go into a nosedive through the middle of the circles. At the show, I'll use a smoke trail when doing the circles, so everyone can actually see me going through the circles I made. That sounds pretty cool. Kind of like a toilet. She's flushing a toilet. I need to have some fun with this game, okay? This game's been nothing but sad. Sounds like you've got it all figured out already. Yeah, now I only have to perfect my execution of it. Don't let me hold you up. Alright, here we go. Oh, I deserve to have my emotions shattered now. No, I am having fun because my emotions have been shattered, okay? You're not my mom! With determination in her eyes, she took to the skies once more. When she reached a certain height, she slowly descended again until she was close to the water's surface. Then she started making her circles, slowly ascending as the circles gradually got smaller and smaller. Once her circles became as small as possible, she suddenly turned herself around and went into a nosedive. Her speed quickly increased while she moved towards the water. Then she did a roll and another, followed by the third, dangerously close to the water's surface. She suddenly pulled up, but as she did so, one of her feet went below the surface where it apparently caught onto something, causing her to spin out of control. They saw her feeble attempt to regain control as she barely managed to steady herself enough to get back to the beach. She made a rolling landing, rolling onto the ground a few times after colliding with the sand. Adine, are you alright? Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Looked pretty impressive until the landing. Ouch, my wing hurts. Let me take a look. Can you move it? A bit, but it really hurts if I go further than this. At least it doesn't seem to be broken. Yeah, I guess it's a sprain. Happens all the time. Really? Well, not all the time, but it happens. But what about the competition? The injury is going to put a serious damper on my practice schedule, but I'm not giving up anytime soon. I guess practice is over for today at the very least. Yeah, let's head back. I should have some bandages in the cabinet over there. I'll get them for you. What now? Would you do me the honors? Of course, where should I start? I think it's this joint right here. Yep, That's the one. Okay, let me try to get this right. Here, that should do it. How does it feel? Much better. Maybe with this I can even start practicing again in a day or two. Just be safe. Of course. Well, thanks for the help with the bandage, and I'm sorry about cutting practice short today. I guess you didn't get to see any proper aerobatics after all. It's no big deal. Your health is more important. Thanks for coming at any rate. You're welcome. I guess I'll leave you to recuperate now, and maybe I'll see you next time. Sure thing. Bye. Looks like we have some free time. I don't know what to do. Huh. Status. Alright, status good. Everyone else is neutral. Oh, wait. Status also good. Okay. Okay. Two goods. I don't know, maybe I'll buddy up with Bryce. Just get on everyone's good side. Yep. There we go. Why isn't it letting me skip this one? There we go. Yes, I want to skip ahead. Alright, yeah, contest, blah, blah, blah. Leadership, Chapter 4. I awoke with my eyes fixed on the ceiling. The sense of a dream lingered from a nightmare I no longer remembered. Alright, yeah, blah, blah. Oh, whoa, whoa! I don't want to skip it this time. Think a Dine shows up? Alright, there's the... Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. I'm going first. Because you're gonna die if I don't go first. That's why. What? It caused some kind of... What? What? What's going on? I pressed... I think I accidentally pressed a button. What? What? What's the system doing? What? Why did it... What? I said I was gonna go first. What? I'm confused. My apologies if I wasn't clear the first time. I mean, this timeline in this manner. What? I'm so confused. Why is the system coming down on me like this? What? Do I have to watch my boyfriend die again? Oh. Oh, the system was like... Oh, I was... What? Well, this is new. I totally missed what the system said. Someone clip all that. Yeah, let me go on first. Why? That's what I selected. Oh, there we go. Huh? Not really sure why it... Huh. Okay, so this is what it's saying. I'm not entirely sure why it is this way. Looks like if you want to change this outcome, you'll have to start a new timeline instead. Why? This is weird. Why? However, if you go back to the beginning and load an unrelated save file before you get to this point again, it may cause your progress on this matter to be erased. This means that you will have to start over again if you wish to change this outcome. I don't want to accept this. Why are you being a butt? Okay, it said something about corruption the first time. I kind of skipped through it. Hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Guess I'll just have to come back and look through it again. That's Ipsum, blah, blah, blah. Is this new? Why can't I skip this? Uh-oh. Oh, this is... Oh, I haven't done this before. Okay. Really? That's interesting. Alright. So, can I help you? You must be Ipsum, is that right? Yes! I don't feel like doing a voice. It's supposed to be Tavis's voice. You know what? I'll have the auto voice it for Kaizek. I'm waiting with the police and hoped you could answer a few questions.
Self-voicing enabled. Ipsum, oh. Do you have any news about my roommate?
I don't think you can go back.
Dr. Mann.
This is about the noises you heard last night.
Doctor.
What's going on with your roommate?
Self-voicing enabled. Ipsum, he went missing a few days ago. I already talked to someone from the police about this, but I haven't heard back from them since.
Well, shoot, it sounds like he's got the apartment to himself now. I'm very sad. I'm just hiding the pain.
Self-voicing disabled.
I'm sorry, this is the first I've heard about this, but I know exactly what happened. He died for pizza that he wouldn't have even got. It's sad.
Self-voicing enabled. Ipsum, I don't know what happened to him. He didn't go on vacation, Nor did he
For
suddenly
pizza!
decide to visit the next town. I'd know if he did, he would have told me. Ipsum, honestly, I find it odd that when someone goes missing, I don't hear back for several days. But when I hear loud banging noises during the night, Ipsum,
Whoops.
Ipsum, honestly, I find self-voicing.
But when I hear loud banging noises during the night, the police sends someone over immediately. That's what he was saying. Yeah, for pizza! He dies because they didn't take down the hints! Or they didn't even, like, they could have moved the chest out of the deadly building and been like, okay, the chest's right here. Like, I want to sue that pizza company for killing Lorem. I like Lorem. I will sue them. I'll use that dragon lawyer you suggested to me, and I'll sue their asses. Dies for fucking pizza. For pizza's sake. I wonder if anything new will happen if I take the bandage to the facility. Hi, Anna.
Oh, it's you.
What's going on here?
The police came and raided the place.
What? Why?
It's a long story, and I'm not going to tell it now.
Is that bad?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure how they expected me to work in these conditions, considering I get assignments from the council and the police. And then they both turn around and mess up the place as if it were part of their job. It doesn't make sense to me. Someone's going to hear about this, and there will be consequences. I can tell you that. Anyways, what did you want?
I'm here to drop this off for you, courtesy of the police.
That's what I'm talking about. Messing up my place, and then asking for my help. Something isn't right here, and I'll get to the bottom of this. What is this anyways?
I'm sorry, it's a bloody bandage for analysis. It's related to the Reza investigation.
Alright then, I'll take it. Not for the police department's sake, but for yours. Don't let me hold you up. I'm sure you have places to be.
Well, I'll see you then.
Yeah.
Thanks for all your help. Now that the facility has received the bandage... Oh, wow. Maybe we'll discover something new. I'll take care of the remaining tasks, so you can take a rest and you can take the rest of the day off. I'm sure you have things to do other than helping the police department. It's no problem, really. My trip to your world wasn't supposed to be a vacation. Alright, well, let me skip now. Oh. Yeah. That's one I will skip. Or another one I'll skip. Yep. 2 died. 2. Because the system's like, nope. He has to die. Some dumb glitch. Oh, well. Oh, King Coop's back. Well, what's up, King Coop? I thought you were asleep. Meet with Anna. Oh, not Anna. Whoops. Whoops. Ah, whatever. Yeah, I'm going home. Let's see what happens if I just leave.
Well, I meant to go with a dine, but I did the wrong one. That must be her. Hey, Dr. Spaceman. Hiya, Dine. Are you ready to go? I sure am. I can't wait to see everything the festival has to offer. You're right. Check the status. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad. I think that's your problem, is you're scrolling through Reddit instead of trying to sleep. Oh, really? Yeah, I'll have to spend most of my time at the competition grounds. We'll arrive there early so I can check in and do my warm-up. And I'll still have to stick around after my performance to wait for the award ceremony. Well, I guess you don't have to wait for me. You could see the rest of the festival if you wanted to. That's out of the question. I'm here to spend time with you. The festival is not that important. Besides, we can always see everything on one of the other festival days. True. We could even watch the big fireworks show at the end. Yeah, I've heard about that. Everyone keeps telling me about how important it is for me to see, yet I still haven't seen it, because Reza keeps killing people. It's not that important, but if you have the opportunity, you really should go. I'm not sure if I'll be able to attend, but I'll gladly accompany you if I have the chance. Sure, so today's agenda is emotional support, and next time, we can take in all the aspects of the festival. Sounds good? Perfect. Alright, let's go then. You're just gonna play Minecraft now? Well, that's not gonna make you fall asleep. Took a while for us to arrive at the festival, which had already begun at this point. The last of the booths that lined the way were still being set up, but dragons of all shapes and sizes were already pouring in. Instead of walking directly through the festival, we stayed outside in established paths, heading towards the stage where the competition was going to be held. You're not going to be sleepy until 5 a.m.? I thought you were already sleepy. I mean, all the power to you, but... I mean, you know. Eventually we arrived at a rather large open area near the facility that had been roped off. At one corner of the building, a few flyers had already gathered. Maybe you should wait here while I get my number. Why? People might get the wrong idea if I show up in the if you show up in the registration line. Besides, they'd certainly stare and start asking all kinds of questions. Alright, I'll just stay here then. You're not sleepy anymore. Well, good for you. I'll be right back. After Adine had waddled off to the other flyers, I surveyed my surroundings idly. Beyond the big open air area, the air area, seating had been provided. And I could already see a few people waiting for the competition to start. A few had even gathered on the roof of the building to watch from there. Okay, then trade with your villages. Your villagers. I'm so bad at reading. Why am I doing a reading game? I'm so bad at it. I'm back. Is that your number? She held up a piece of cloth with the large number 69 printed on it. A few straps were hanging from it. I want her to be number 69, so shut up. What's this? No, of course not. This is Pee Pee Poo Poo's number. Of course, sorry for the mistake. I named her Pee Pee Poo Poo. That's her stage name. I'm one of the last to start, actually. Are we late? No, I guess the others just arrived earlier to have more time to get ready. What do you think about the other competitors?
I've seen most of them fly before. Some are really, really good. Doesn't seem like there are many newcomers here, so right now I'm the odd one out. Maybe you could use that to your advantage. How so? Well, you know more about them than you know more about them than they do about you. Having a promising newcomer here might throw them off their game. I'm not sure about all that. After all, it's not as if any of our already choreographed performances would change based on what others do now. Each of us just tries to do their best. Most of them are seasoned flyers, so they already know how to deal with what kind of pressure. With that kind of pressure, if anything, I'm the one who might get nervous and mess up. I do have one advantage, though. I'm still pretty young, and this is a sport with a great amount of wear and tear. There comes a certain point in time where you just can't perform as well anymore as you used to. Many complicated maneuvers can only be performed by younger athletes. The older ones can make up for it using their experience and with better education of easy and with better execution of easier moves. In the end, a daring newcomer like me could surprise the audience and the judges with something new and unexpected, which is exactly what I plan to do. How good do you think your chances are? With a bit of luck, I might even be able to win. This is just a local competition after all. But you know what? Just being here right now and performing in front of so many people is a win for me. People will know me, and I'll probably get mentioned somewhere on the local paper. I've trained for years, and my application to compete finally got accepted. Now I just have to make the most of it, and I'll be happy. I still can hardly believe that I'm here. This is the moment I've worked so hard for. And I'll be watching you. Oh, stop it. You're making me nervous. Sorry. Can you help me with this? She spread out her wing, and only then did I notice her shoulder joint was tightly bandaged. What's that for? It's just a training bandage used to stabilize my shoulder after that little blunder you witnessed last time. We can't fly with these in competition though, so I'll have to take it off. Okay. I opened the bandage, carefully unwrapping her wing. There you go. Thanks. She spread both her wings, beating a few times. I couldn't help noticing that her previously bandaged wing was sagging noticeably compared to its counterpart, as if it were misaligned. She seemed to be examining her shoulder somewhat, lost in thought when I spoke up. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, of course. Why wouldn't I? I can see you're straining without the bandage. I'm fine, really. Don't worry about it. If you're fine without the bandage, how come you were wearing it up until just now? Did you need it for practice too? If you couldn't practice without it, maybe you aren't ready to compete without it yet. Since when are you suddenly an expert on flying? I'm the one who has been doing this for years, not you. This is my dream we're talking about. Do you want them to see you in this condition and judge you based on that rather than when you were at your best? I just have to try, you know? What if something goes wrong, though? You don't want to be in that position. If I start making excuses now, maybe I'll never stop. I'll always be too nervous or injured, or I didn't eat right the day before. I feel bad enough as it is. Right now I have the chance to do this. And if I don't take it, maybe I never will. I'll always just be a server and a delivery girl, making minimum wage. And minimum wage is awful. Is this one chance really too much to ask for? No, but it doesn't have to be right now. There will always be another year. They've never seen you compete before. If you fly now, they'll judge you based on this performance. You'll only have one chance at making a first impression, and you know it won't be your best if you fly right now. If it's not good enough, maybe they won't invite you again next year. If you fly now, they
won't accept any excuses, but if you tell them you're injured, maybe they might let you fly another time. But I don't want to wait another year. I want to do it now. I've trained so much, even with this injury, and you tell me I should just let it go? I can't just help... I can't help thinking about last time. If you crash like that again, there's no sand here to cushion your fall. Could be much worse. You think I don't know that? I'm not already worrying about this more than I ever have for anything else? I just don't want to make excuses anymore. I don't want to wonder if I'll ever amount to anything more than a waitress. I want to be able to follow my dream. And I don't want to wait another year to find out. What about Emily? If something happened to you, how do you think they would explain to her that you just suddenly stopped showing up, huh? Don't you dare bring her into this. She has nothing to do with it. Like it or not, what you are doing could have consequences. And there are others besides you who will be affected if something goes wrong. You know what? I will fly and do my best damn job I've ever done. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Before I could reply, she angrily stopped off towards the building, where by now a number of contestants had arrived. While I failed to convince her, at least I could say that I tried my hardest to stop her. I asked myself whether I even wanted to watch the competition at that point. It was possible that she'd do better than expected, but if my experience was any indication, her performance would not turn out well. In the end, I decided to stay and watch from the sidelines. I didn't want to join the rest of the audience, as I was sure it would get me unwanted attention. After the competition started, I lost myself in thought, thinking over the conversation I had with Adine and watching over the contestants half-heartedly. Adine had been right. Some of them were really good, but based on what I had seen at her practice session, she did have a shot at winning if everything went well for her. Even though my rational mind doubted that would happen, for her own sake, I hoped it would. One by one, the contestants showed off their skills in a variety of moves, usually followed by the applause of the audience. Eventually, it was time for Adine's turn. Oh boy. And next on the stage, it's number 11A, number 11. A promising newcomer who will show her skills to the public. Here for the very first time in her debut performance. Please welcome Pee Pee Poo Poo! There was an excited bout of clapping. I was reading that as about, and I was wrong. The audience was always curious to see a newcomer to the stage. However, after a few seconds passed, Adine still hadn't emerged. An awkward silence set in as the audience applause stopped and everyone sat anxiously waiting for her to show up. She never did. After half a minute or so passed, the announcer's voice once more echoed across the area. My apologies, it looks like number 11 will not be flying today. Next up is number 12, a certain veteran you may know for his somewhat unusual technique. Before I could even ask myself what happened, I saw Adine walking out of the building and coming towards me. Adine! What did you do? Let's go somewhere else. Okay. We walked away from the festival and sat down under a tree in the outskirts of town. As the competition was already nearly over, the darkness had already set in. Here should be good. So what made you reconsider? You were right with everything you said. When I was inside and had a bit of time to cool off, I realized that I didn't want to do it like this, even if I'd have to wait another year. How do you feel now? I know it was the right thing to do, but I can't help thinking
that I just came so close that I could have done it if I hadn't been for that stupid accident. You'll have another chance, I promise. Don't make promises you can't keep. Hey, Dr. Spaceman, look at the sky. Can you see that light? The one that looks a bit brighter than all the others? I looked up and saw many celestial bodies lighting up the sky. One of them was noticeably brighter than all the other stars. Yeah? I usually practice in the evening and stay until it's dark. So I see the stars pretty often. I noticed something about that one. It moves. How does it move? It looks pretty stationary to me. You won't notice it just by looking at it, but over the last couple of weeks I've noticed that it's changed positions when comparing it to other stars. Can't be a star. Stars don't move. It's the comet. It's gonna come kill everyone. I have an office in one of the big cities that watches these kind of things. I called them about it a while ago. What did they say? It's just an asteroid passing by. It's even been on the news a few times. That makes it sound pretty important. Yeah, it's a big one. It's a big one, apparently. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to see it without a telescope. Do they think it's dangerous? Why would it be? I don't know. It could hit the moon or something like that, right? They assured me that's not going to happen. They say calculating the paths of celestial bodies is very complicated science, and not really an exact one. They know it's not going to hit the moon, but they're watching it to make sure it passes us safely. Not that just watching it would make a difference. They don't really know anything more. Apparently, they're also really underfunded. The council doesn't see a need to waste people's time and money to look at the sky all day. Yeah, they do need... They need a space program. They need a space program. Imagine dragons in space. Except you've probably read several books on that, haven't you? That's strange, don't you think? It used to be a pretty important job, but over time the funding got less and less until only this token office in our city budget was left. Space Dirks. Yeah. I see. It's such a shame, since the whole institution was based on our creation story. In what way? In one of the stories, our creators told us to watch the skies. How religious are you, really? I want to reread that. How religious are you, really? What exactly do you mean? Well, dragons have these myths about humans. How many of them do you actually believe are true? Oh, I believe all of it. I just love reading the stories, theories, and all that. Why's that? Well, I think there's a lot we can learn from it. Much of our society is based on it, including our laws and traditions. I see. Can I ask you a question? Sure, go right on ahead. What would you think if I told you that I'm a time traveler from the future? Hey, don't joke about something like that. Why not? Because I'd believe you. Besides, if you really were a time traveler, I think you'd have come from the past, like the time when we were created. Really? Why's that? Because that's the only time in our history where we know of humans ever being here. If you came from the future, that would mean that humans were to show up at some point in our future history, and I'm not sure how or why that would happen. Wouldn't that mean that I was your creator? Well, not necessarily. There could have been other humans around, right? Your myths only mention one, though. Yeah, but people speculate, trying to find explanations for those own myths. Maybe there were more humans around, or maybe they just died. Or their creation rebelled and killed them. Others say they fled across the ocean. We just don't know.
What do you think? I don't know. I like reading about all the theories and trying to piece the puzzle together myself. That's why I want to visit the underground building we found. Some of their theories are quite out there. Like what? For example, one says that humans are really aliens who came from a different planet. They created us for some reason, and they just vanished again. What would they do that for? Maybe it's an experiment that they're testing us. Some say that they're always watching us from up there somewhere with a giant mothership, and maybe one day they'll return when we're ready to join them. That's pretty out there, I'll say. Told you so. Oh, unlike Coop, you're actually going to sleep? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'll send Cooper to wake you up in the morning. Night-night. What about the humanity you come from, though? Don't tell me more. Why don't you tell me more about your world? I don't like talking about it. It's much prettier here. I don't believe you. It's the truth. I'll believe it when I see it with my own eyes. I'd love to visit your world. I don't think it would be a good idea to visit us right now. Why not? Do you know what our world is like? Are there any rumors about that? Not really. There hasn't been much speculation about that yet. Of course, we're curious, though. Next time, we want to send one of our ambassadors into your world to make it even and all that. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Don't be so negative. I'm sorry, it's not up to me to determine the best course of action. I'm just a lowly ambassador, after all. Not quite as lowly as a waitress with nothing more than high aspirations. Maybe it's time for me to go home. I would walk you, but I guess it would be faster if you flew. Nah, I'd rather not without the bandage. Are you serious? And you were going to do your performance like that? I know, I shouldn't have tried. You don't have to bring it up like that again. I'm sorry. For what it's worth, I think you made the right decision in the end. Thank you. Shall we go then? Sure. There we are. Do you want to come in for a bit? It would be a shame if you came all this way for nothing. Sure. She opened the door, whipping her feet on the doormat before she went inside. Oh, wiping. Wiping. That's the word I'm looking for. Can I offer you something to drink, maybe? No thanks, I'm good. How about some TV? That could be interesting. I haven't watched TV in ages. I don't have one in my apartment. You're right. You've got a pretty decent apartment, but they didn't provide a TV. I wonder why. Maybe they wanted to avoid culture shock or something like that. You've got a shelf full of books, though. Why would books be fine, but not a TV? I suppose they gave me books. I'll try that again. I suppose they give me books. They know what I'm going to read, but on TV, they can't really regulate the content I'm going to see. At least, if TV works the same way as ours does. That's true. Maybe they just thought your time would be better spent elsewhere. I guess if they didn't want me to watch TV, they certainly never told me. Actually, there's a series on right now that could be pretty interesting to you. What is it? Well, I'm not going to tell you. Do you want me to put it in or not? Sure, let's do it. Diane turned on the TV, and a brief flicker appeared on the screen before it was filled with the image of a house from the outside. Well, that doesn't look unusual. Just wait a bit. Camera cut to the inside of the home while chattering of small talk could be heard. Then figures entered the living room on screen. They were grotesque, malformed creatures with rather cartoony proportions, covered in odd lumps all over their body. they shared the same odd skin tone. It was clear to me that these figures were were played by actors in obviously fake bulky costumes that reminded me of mascots. What are those? Humans? Humans? It's the name of the series. It's a typical sitcom about the contemporary family as we would expect it, but the twist is that everyone is human. And then I realized why I hadn't been able to identify the creatures on the screen as humans. They were all naked. Since Dragon's concept of clothing was different, it applied their own principles when creating the series. It was quite bizarre to see a typical family sitcom where all the characters were obviously fake costumes and also happened to be naked. A Modern Family, but naked. Malcolm in the Middle, naked. I'm not sure I'd want to watch those shows, if I'm being honest. Do you like it? It's one of my favorites. While it is a sitcom, it manages to address serious and deep issues fairly often, which I don't think would be as effective if we weren't watching them through the lens of this alternative reality. This one isn't a bad episode, but it's already nearly over. Guess there's no point in just watching the ending. True. By this point, the credits were already rolling, and Adine turned off the TV again. What did you think? Let's just say if a human looking like that suddenly showed up in our world, people would run away screaming, for sure. They don't look that bad. Sure, it's impressive if we consider what they had to work with, but there's a few things they got wrong. Disney's dinosaurs. Are you talking about... Oh, what's Disney's dinosaur? Was that the old one with, like, the monkeys? Now I have to look this up. Disney... Dinos. Yep, that's the one I'm thinking of. I need to go through and rewatch that. I want to see if it's at all like what I remember, which it probably isn't because I was like 5. Well, in 2000 I was 1. Oh, dinosaurs. I just see dinosaur. Oh, there we go. There's dinosaurs. Oh, that's probably it. Yep, that's probably it. Yep, I found it. Dinosaur was blocked? That's weird. That's really weird. Automod's weird. Like what? For one, humans mostly wear clothing, and secondly, we don't have tails. Those are just small details. The series is still good, though. Is it popular? For sure, many people love it. I see. I hope they aren't too scared of me when they see how different I am, though. I didn't run away screaming when I first met you, did I? True. Now that you're already here, there's something you could help me with. What is it? Well, it'd be a huge favor to ask, and it's kind of embarrassing. Just say it. The worst I can say is no. Uh-oh. Oh. It's about her shower. Ooh. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, I'm obviously gonna say yes. I'm obviously gonna say yes. Oh my gosh, you really want me to say yes? I'm saying yes. It gets pretty dirty from practice sometimes, especially from the bad landings, and recently the detachable shower head broke. Yeah, King Coop? You know what's about to happen, right? You're about to witness for the first time me screwing a dragon live on Twitch. Instead of through the VOD. I don't know the answers to the prostate exam, dude. Sorry. I think you have to be like 40 before you even get one of those. And I'm not 40. It's already not ideal having to manage everything with my wings, but now it's even harder. You want me to scrub your back? Guess you could put it that way. Told you it was embarrassing. I'll do it. Don't worry, I'm about it. I'm glad to help. I thought she was gonna ask if she could see me naked. Yeah, Coop's 57 years old and he's creeping on us. That's why he doesn't talk. Thanks. This way. Followed her, entering a rather large bathroom. This shower is huge. I wouldn't mind having one of these. This isn't just your regular dragon-sized shower. It's made specifically for a flyer like me. We need enough room to stretch our wings. Just think of the possibilities. Oh boy. Oh boy. Too bad I turned out to be like 22 instead of 16, am I right? Nah, if he actually was 57 and he was watching just to creep, then he would have left when he found out that I'm 22 and not 16. She moved around a bit, stretching this in that way in order to cover her whole body in the shower. Soon afterwards, she pressed the button on the wall again, and the water flow stopped. What do you mean, what? What, are you innocent? He thought I was 16 at one point, remember? She turned to show me her back. Wings splayed. Oh, that's hot. The soap and the sponge should be right there. Took the sponge that wasn't unlike the ones I knew from back home, add some soap from a rather large bowl. It seemed to me that each species had their own challenges that needed to be overcome when it came to daily tasks like this one. Yep, screenshots, everyone. This is hot. Alright. There we go. Screenshot. Emphasized by all the different design choices when it came to everyday items. You could start with the wings and work your way down from there. Sure thing. Couldn't help making a joke to ease the tension a bit when I put the sponge on her muzzle. Hey, it looks like you got something in your... Oh, wait, it's just your stripes. Hey, stop that. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Good job, now I've got soap in my nose. Started scrubbing her wings. Now that I could see them up close and fully extended, found them to be quite impressive. You know, I actually tried to do that before. Do what, you mean? Washing off those stripes. Why? Well, I was just a child back then. You know how kids are, they make fun of everything. Though, I don't know if human children are the same way. They are, trust me. Don't press too hard there. That's the injured shoulder. I'll be careful. Eventually, I reached her lower back, and while I was washing a particular spot on her left side, I could see her leg twitching slightly. Are you ticklish there? I guess you noticed. What happens if I do this? I repeated my administrations, moving a sponge in circles over that particular spot. Hey, stop that! She started squirming, and suddenly her tail whacked around and hit me in the face, causing me to stumble and fall backwards. Are you okay? I guess I deserved that, didn't I? Especially after calling her pee-pee poo-poo. Well, you tickle the dragon, you get the tail, apparently. The forked tip of her tail was still hovering inches from my face. Its particular shape reminded me of something, and I couldn't help but grab it and hold it like a telephone. Hello? Hello? What are you doing? I think your phone isn't working. Wait. Hey, is your phone broken? Adine, I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Stop being silly. Alright, I'm nearly done anyways. Resumed my scrubbing, but by now her tail was left. Not being entirely sure about my technique, I moved the sponge over the tail, hold length in small circles. I was nearly done, and I noticed a low rumble emanating from her, reminding me of what an oversized cat's purr might be like. Yeah, right before sex, I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty! Ugh. Is that... Are you purring? Suddenly her expression changed as she looked over her shoulder. Oh, are you done? You should take a step back if you don't want to get hit by the water. After I left the shower again, she pressed the button on the wall and the water resumed once more. She only stood under it briefly and moved around a bit until the water had completely washed off the suds. She turned off the water again. I realized that it didn't cling to her much at all. After she shook herself off for a bit, she stepped out again, nearly dry. Thanks, I really needed that. You're welcome. It's probably getting late for you, and I already held you up this long. Don't worry about it. It's already dark outside. Guess that took longer than I thought. I'm not supposed to go out this late. You're right. We were advised by the police to stay inside after nightfall because of everything that's going on. For me, this is even more important. We don't know if there's anyone out there who might want to target me. I suppose you'll just have to spend the night then. I guess so. Ho ho! Staying the night. Oh, I thought we were just going to do it in the shower. Especially when she started purring. What? I thought we were supposed to do it. Why didn't that happen? It was supposed to happen. Come on, we were in the shower. What? What? Oh yeah, they mod that scene? Yeah, of course they did. Dang, it's so... Wow. Wow. I'm not downloading the mod. No. It's probably like 18 plus. The romantic scene on the beach based on the cover. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's 18 plus. What's put in the mod? Like I that's a lot of age. All right, today is the day of the big fireworks. A dine. I never screwed her. I'm a bet that means that. King Coop, I'm actually not sure how old you are. Oh, you can get it from Steam? I don't know, I think I'm gonna leave it be. I guess she's here. So what could I have done differently to actually screw with her? Like, I'm at a loss. You told me I could screw her at, like, scene 3, but it didn't happen. You're pretty sure? Did you not do it? Oh wait, you're probably talking about the Steam mod. Just friendly cuddling that may lead to screwing. Huh. I'm gonna pretend we did it. I'm gonna guess that's why the mod was installed. I mean, it was nearly implied in the shower, and I stayed the night with her. I mean, how much more could I possibly want? Are you ready? Ready for what? The fireworks, silly! Oh, of course, let's go. Oh, here we are again. Here we are. This is everyone. I'm disappointed. I thought it would be crowded here. This is actually one of my training spots, and it turns out you can see the fireworks pretty well from here, too. So this is your secret spot, then. Everyone has the same secret spot. No, don't you say that. No, don't even imply that. I might end the stream here if it's gonna be the sad ending. Oh, yeah, the sexy ending. Ooh, it's the sexy ending. I guess you could say so. Well, now that I know of it, I suppose it's not so secret anymore, but this is everyone's secret spot. Not if you keep it to yourself. We could make it our secret. If you say so. Hey, it looks like it's starting. Now, take a good look. We waited quietly as the stillness of the night enveloped us. Soon, heard the sound of the first rocket making its way into the night sky, after which it exploded into a pattern of colors. Ooh, and we don't even get to see it. No, I know, it pulls it up. More rockets followed, their thunderous noise echoing through the land. Wow! That's fireworks! A still frame of fireworks. Suddenly a terrible realization hit me. Public event, yada yada yada, so deserted. Perfect time for Reza to strike. Dine. I think we need to go. Now. Stop joking around, Dr. Spaceman. I still haven't seen the best part. Or you haven't seen the best part. I know where Reza is. We need to stop him. Are you serious? Yes. I mean, I hope I sound serious. Yes, I am. What should we do then? Maybe you could fly and get us some help. I'll try to buy us some time by confronting him. All right, where should I meet you? Somewhere near the portal. He'll be there. He'll be there. Let's go. I arrived at the portal just a few minutes later. I couldn't help but be glad that it was still turned off. Yeah, I've already read this. Here's Sebastian! Damn it. We gotta see this every time. Checked Sebastian for any signs of life and found nothing. However, his body was still worn. Don't say that. Is there a way I can save him? I didn't know I could save him. When do I get the opportunity to save him? I had a camp out with him. Was that saving him? Did I choose the wrong dialogue options? I'm confused now. Reza was here very recently. Yada yada. Ground building. Go to the underground building. Waiting for Reza. Blah blah yada. I have been using the full skip option. That might have been... I just don't know when the opportunity arises. Okay. Yeah, I guess I won't. Alright. Guess I'll see what I can do. It was met by a long, illuminated hallway that was lined with doors on both sides. Yep, Reza's close. He's being evil and a robot. Hey, it's Maverick! Maybe I can. Suddenly, Maverick and a Dine appeared next to me.
You planned this, didn't you, Dr. Spaceman? Traitor! And to think I let you distract me with such a cheap trick. Just because I thought there was still a shred of humanity in you.
Jeez, my throat's really dry. I might have to keep having the system voice and... Pulled out his gun, not sure what he was aiming at.
Self-voicing enabled. Reza, just let me go, and I'll forget this thing ever happened. Self-voicing disabled.
I'm drinking a lot of water, but my throat's still so dry. Like, who knew spring was in Utah was so dry? I'm gonna have to start, like, using a humidifier when I play this game. You've got 6 bullets for 3 people. You think you can really do that, Reza? Do you think it's worth risking your life for?
Self-voicing enabled.
Consume
Reza,
ice.
I've been risking my life for this every day for the last 2 weeks. What did you do during that time? Sip champagne in your nice apartment?
Whoops. There we
Reza,
go.
besides, this generator and the whole building came from our time. Reza, they belong to humanity. Suddenly,
the administrator came out of the shadows in the hallway behind Reza. No, they belong to me. Confused Reza. Who the fuck are you? Freeze! I said freeze! Oh wait, I was supposed. Wait. I'm doing that right.
Self-voicing enabled. Reza, who the fuck are you? Freeze. I said freeze.
There we go.
Self-voicing disabled.
Wanna waste it? Blah blah. If you say so. Oh, you want me to do that voice with her? Want to waste your time, your bullets on me? Feel free. You can't stop us all.
Self-voicing enabled. Reza, if you say so. Self-voicing disabled.
Pulled the trigger, and the administrator fell to the ground with a dull thud that knocked her mask off. She's dead again. No! Reza was quick with his gun and shot at Dyne once before Maverick even had a chance to charge. Damn it. It's because I didn't get the map, isn't it? Maverick ran towards him. Reza adjusted his aim before shooting Maverick multiple times. Maverick stumbled and fell before Reza walked up to him and shot him in the head.
Self-voicing enabled. Reza, what now, Dr. Mad? Are you going to let me through, or do I have to finish the job with you? Adine was lying. Self-voicing disabled.
Dyne was lying on the ground next to me, injured. I looked over to Maverick and the administrator, both laid dead in a pool of their own blood. I don't want to be sad. Now you hesitate to kill? After all this? It's your...
Self-voicing enabled. Reza, it's your
Yep.
choice. Self-voicing disabled.
Please. Just go.
Self-voicing enabled. Reza, if you told me that just a few minutes ago, I wouldn't have had to do all this. Heck, you could have come with me, you stupid idiot. But if you want to die here with everyone else, feel free. Self-voicing disabled. Self-voicing enabled. Reza, alright, step over there and lie on the ground. If I see either of you moving before I'm gone, I'll shoot. I did as he said and could. Self-voicing disabled.
I did as he said and could only watch as he took the generator and left. While both Maverick and the administrator were dead, it turned out that Adine's injury was fairly minor and she soon got the medical attention she needed. When I attempted to use the portal to follow Reza, however, I had to realize that humanity's portal was not accessible. After Reza had arrived on the other side, he or humanity must have quickly deactivated the portal in order to prevent anyone from connecting with it again. I warned the dragons about the comment, but without the generators from the underground building, they failed at delivering the comment enough to, They failed at diverting the comet enough to make a difference. As such, the only remaining option was for me to use the portal with the administrator's coordinates, which would enable me to travel back in time to the day of my arrival in this world. I met Adine for one last time to tell her about my plan. I would use the portal to try me again, hoping for a better outcome. Yep, a whole police force died. I at least tried to save Bryce. But then the system's like, nope, you can't save Bryce. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. There will always be another year, huh? Oh wait, no. There will always be another year, huh? What are you talking about?
That's what you told me during the summer festival when you talked me out of talked me out of flying in the contest. There will always be another year, so I didn't have to fly in this one. I'm sorry. Don't be. You did what you could. Even if it has to end like this, I enjoyed my time with you. Let's not have any regrets now. Thank you. Remember when I asked you what you were going to do if you knew the world was going to end? You told me that you'd enjoy life to the fullest until the last moment. I guess you won't have to do that if you go back. And you won't have to either if I get to have any say in this. Can't I just come with you? Unfortunately, no. These coordinates are tied to my biometric data. Only I can use them. Oh well. Don't worry. I'll be back before you realize it, and nothing will have happened. I'll wait for you. Why'd they have to add that? Oh, why'd they have to add that? She'll wait for me. Oh. That's I'm dying for you. Why do they make this game so sad? Oh my goodness. I didn't even get revenge. I don't know. I think it's more poetic if it goes on. Something about a story with a sad ending. Like, they can't always have happy endings. I know I've been trying to go for just the good ones, but... Oh, don't you say that. Oh, goodness. Angels of Scaly Wings. She's waiting for me. Yep, I saw Dine's bad ending. Yay! No. I'm saying that we fucked. All right? We got pretty frisky in the shower, and I slept over. So like, I'm pretty sure it had to have happened. Oh. Yay, Dine's bad ending. Well, that's my plan. Gonna find out as much as possible to save my boyfriend's life. I've become a time traveler. Damn it. I think I know exactly what I had to do to get her good ending was not skip that scene, or skip several scenes. Yeah, I'm doing Remy. Remy's next.
but I don't think I can do it now. That put me through a lot right there. I'm gonna end the stream here. Good night.